Welcome back to The Great Expanse by John Bap 426 here on YouTube. You will not be disappointed, I hope. But we're going to get right into this next video. I'm going to try to make this video shorter, okay? Wolverine not being part of the rebooted X-Men is a good thing. Is it? The website is CBR, and the author is Demetrius Borgioris. I probably butchered that pronunciation, so the spelling will be right here as usual. Alright? But Wolverine not being part of the MCU's reboot of the X-Men does justice to his legacy and allows other members like Storm and Cyclops to stand out. I have always said that. That Storm and Cyclops, who are the heart and soul of the X-Men in the field, should always be the center of the X-Men movie. I've always said that. So, Demetrius, you may have a kindred spirit in The Great Expanse by John Bap 426 here on YouTube. Let's see. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine has been an integral part of the X-Men movies ever since its first debut in X-Men in 2000. With Wolverine being reintroduced in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Deadpool 3, the character is set to make a tremendous impression yet again on fans. In addition to an ongoing rumor that he will play an important role in Avengers Secret Wars, it is clear that the character is as influential as ever. However, there is another rumor that states that Wolverine will not be part of the MCU's reboot of the X-Men. Although fans will most likely be disappointed should this be the case, Wolverine not being part of the MCU's X-Men could be a good thing. Despite Logan being a significant character in Fox's X-Men movies, the main focus has usually been on him, which I've always had issues with. Not problems, but issues with. As such, the stories and personalities of other equally important characters, such as Storm, Jean Grey, and Cyclops, were never truly explored. Thank you, Demetrius! Movies like X-Men First Class, X-Men Apocalypse, and X-Men Dark Phoenix barely scratched the surface regarding many other characters, even less so of the original X-Men, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Beast, Angel, and Iceman, respectively. Angel has been criminally misused in X-Men The Last Stand and in X-Men Apocalypse. Marvel Studios is now reportedly pitching ideas for a rebooted movie, and it would be beneficial for both audiences and the cinematic franchise to focus on the other fascinating members of the team finally. We're going to end it right there, okay? Because I definitely just want to talk about that point. Fox, no, that's not me saying a curse word with an accent. Okay. But Fox, they really were only going for box office. Clearly. As rich as the X-Men's history is in the comic books, how could you just focus on Wolverine? How did Wolverine have 3 solo films and Cyclops never got his due in any film? And Storm, I wasn't a big fan of Halle Berry's portrayal of Storm, but I really dug her in Days of Future Past. But again, as rich as her character's history is, as rich as Cyclops' history is, you never explored any of them. All you did was just talk about Wolverine. Like, come on, man. Not Iceman. Angel, who was my favorite X-Men. You did nothing with him. So that's why, as I said, I've been very ambivalent regarding AMBIVALENT, a great word for The Great Expanse by John Bap 426. I was ambivalent about the purchase of Fox because, number one, the tone of the MCU and the tone of Fox are just night and day. Fox movies, you were afraid that your favorite characters were going to die, and they died. They did. I mean, they did come back because of the end of Days of Future Past, but they died in those movies. Tony Stark, yes, he died at the end of the Infinity Saga. None of the movies he was in was I ever scared that Tony Stark wasn't going to make it, except in Infinity War and Endgame. But it's like Fox just mishandled the X-Men so badly, as I pointed out, Angel in particular, that I'm like, okay, MCU, please give it a better chance. Please pay him some respect. They actually killed Archangel in Apocalypse. Archangel! And his being transformed into the techno-organic from Angel to Archangel is like the main apocalyptic, make sure I say this right, the main like X-Men transformation that resonates throughout comic book history. Wolverine became war. Nobody really remembers or knows that. The Incredible Hulk became war. Nobody really remembers or knows that. Gambit became, I think, either famine or pestilence. Nobody really remembers that or even knows that Gambit was a former Horseman of Apocalypse. But we always know about Angel becoming Archangel because it was such a landmark event in the development of the character Warren Worthington III. So the fact that you killed him off in X-Men Apocalypse? Stupid! And he just had like a minor supporting role in X-Men The Last Stand. He was done way better in X-Men The Last Stand than he was done in X-Men Apocalypse. So for this reboot, if you're going to start with the original class of X-Men and leave out Wolverine, I appreciate that. Please go that route. Because then you can give it the MCU treatment. You can give hints that, hey, Wolverine is out there in Canada. You can talk about Department H. You can talk about Alpha Flight, a team that is not very well known to the MCU fandom. How about we cast Alpha Flight instead of the Midnight Suns? I mentioned them in another article. But you talk about a great team with a great history that many people don't know about. Vindicator, yay. Shaman, yay. Puck, Sasquatch, Snowbird. I might be missing one or two. North Star, who would be great in this environment, in this climate, because he's the first ever gay Marvel character that stuck. Pause. The stuck part. But it's not woke. And forgive me for using the term woke, because that's the wrong term. Okay, woke is the wrong term. But it's not agendified. There we go. North Star been gay. And nobody had a problem with it. I mean, that I'm aware of. And his sister. I forgot the sister's name, because North Star is usually the one that gets all the attention. That could be Alpha Flight. If anything, listen to this. If you were to make North Star heterosexual, I would have a problem with that, and so would all the comic book fans. Because it's a part of the story! It's a part of the lore. Why would you make North Star Pierre somebody, his real name? Why'd you make him straight? We don't want him straight. We want him gay. Because that's who the character is. So it's not about hatred of females being in leading roles. It's not about hatred of like this influx of just gay characters. We want our gay characters to be gay still. We want our straight characters to be straight. Don't just turn somebody straight gay like they did with Iceman. Tell a great story that's true to the essence of the character without throwing in agendas. And this, I applaud them for not putting Wolverine into it. But as I said, with the connective tissue of Alpha Flight, of X-Men, you can bring Wolverine in proper. He don't even have to be in an X-Men movie. He can be in a Canadian wilderness movie by Alpha Flight. Because you know Wolverine is coming. Pause. So, like, we just need people with intelligence. That's it. Intelligence, creativity, imagination. People that know how to write movies. People that know how to make things exciting and not agendified. Come on, MCU. I'm counting on you guys. I'm counting on you. And we're going to do another video that focuses just on Alpha Flight, so I can kind of educate some of you guys. And just remind a lot of you guys, because I'm not going to assume that, you know, we're all just invalids, okay? Or ignorant. But I definitely want to get it out there about who Alpha Flight is and their relationship to Wolverine. If you like the video, hit the like button. If not, hit the dislike button, okay? We didn't do it. Yeah, we did do one breath challenge, I think. But I'm just still thinking about this great, grand X-Men universe in the comic books that doesn't just focus on the X-Men, that also includes Alpha Flight. That includes, like, Doctor Doom. Yes, Doctor Doom had a landmark battle against the X-Men. I'm talking about Doctor Strange visiting the X-Mansion. Like, it's just so rich, the history of the X-Men. All right, if you like this video, hit the like button. If not, hit the dislike button, as I think I've already said. David Brent, let them know where to leave their comments or their dissertations regarding the X-Men and not having Wolverine be a part of the team. Please, sir. Thank you, Mr. Brent. Do your part, and I'll do my part. So The Great Expanse by John Bet 426 canon will expand. It's in the name.